Hi, my name is Chris Piercy of Piercy Hypnotherapy. Today's vlog is about excuse blowout, and specifically regards to opening up about your problems. Now, as a hypnotherapist, I see people day in, day out about various different problems, and basically, apart from seeing me, often they're not talking to anyone else about their problems, and this is for all sorts of different reasons. And what I've done for this vlog is I've actually compiled the most common reasons that people say they don't talk to their friends or family about their problems, and we're going to do an excuse blowout. And that basically means that we're going to, any excuse that people have for not talking, we're going to explain why that excuse is completely and utterly wrong. So let's get straight into it with number one. Number one is they've got enough on their plate. Well, you've got enough on your plate, and yet still you go and listen to their problems. So if you can listen to their problems, then they can listen to your problems. Number two, they won't understand. How do you know? They might understand. They might understand completely. They might have had exactly the same problem. But on the other hand, does it matter? Does it matter if they understand or not? Sometimes it's good just to have someone listen to you, even if they don't understand or have any answers. This leads on to number three. They won't know what to say. No, perhaps they won't know what to say. Perhaps they'll be completely blown away. Perhaps it's going to be a massive revelation to them. But again, just them listening to you might be a massive help. Number four, they won't want to hear my problems. No, they probably won't. No one wants to hear about anyone having any problems. We'd much prefer it if all of our friends came to us and said, yeah, everything in our life is perfect. And every single person was like that. But unfortunately, bad things happen in people's lives. People get hurt and relationships fall apart, or people have depression or anxiety, and these things happen. And yes, your friend would rather you came along and said everything's perfect, but that's just not the case, and that's just not what can happen all the time, unfortunately. Here's a very common one that I hear. When I talk to my friend about my problems, they just start talking about themselves. Now, there is a certain onus on the person listening to allow that to happen. But essentially, if you've always been the person that listens, then it's about you kind of taking back that role of someone who's talking and make them become the listener. So making sure you're being honest about just how severe the problem is. If it's severe enough that you are feeling you have to change from being the listener into the talker in the relationship, then that's grounds for it kind of becoming what you are, becoming the talker and allowing yourself to talk rather than just being the listener. Next one, I'm the sort of person who bottles things up. Are you? How's that working out for you so far? Has it led to you having all sorts of problems and perhaps going to see a therapist because you never open up about things to anyone else? Quite possibly. Also, people who tell themselves that the sort of person that bottles things up often tend to bottle things up. If you tell yourself you're not that sort of person, then you'll find it easier to talk and open up about things. Two more to go. It's easier just to listen. Yes, it is. It is easier to listen. It's easier just to kind of let persons take on someone else's problems and kind of just talk them through it, because it means you're not kind of having to deal with your own things. Yes, it's easier, but that doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. So start talking about your problems. And finally, I thought I'd leave this one to last. They won't care. Rubbish. Get talking. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your colleagues. Obviously, talk to people that you trust and you feel are going to help you with these sort of whatever issues you've got going on. But don't keep things to yourself. Open up. Problem shared is a problem half and all that. And if you don't feel like you can open up at all, or perhaps you just want to speak to someone anyway, then perhaps I might be able to help you with that issue or condition that you're having. Visit me at www.chrispiercyhypnotherapy.co.uk, or you can find me on Facebook. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.